600 boxes, 10 pulls. This stack has the first female comic character with her own title. King size Conan #1. Annual format, Barry Windsor Smith reprints, plus new material, some spine bending on this copy. We've pulled Conan across several boxes now. Doc Savage #2. If you caught the last episode, we pulled #1. So consecutive issues here. The Man of Bronze continues. Marvel's Doc Savage run lasted 20 issues, and I just pulled 2 of them out of the same box. Prince Valiant #5. Fantagraphics reprint series, $2 cover price. Hal Foster created Prince Valiant in 1937 as a newspaper comic strip. Fully painted, no speech bubbles, pure illustrated storytelling. It ran for decades and is considered one of the finest examples of sequential art ever produced. Fantagraphics collected it properly because nobody else was doing it justice. A painted comic strip from 1937 reprinted by the publisher that cared most about comics as an art form. This is definitely worth having. Thunda Tales #1. Fantagraphics, $2 price tag. Reprint of Frank Frazetta's 1952 Fiction House Jungle Adventure comic. Khazar-style hero, prehistoric setting, Frazetta art throughout. Frazetta drew Thunda for Fiction House before he became the most celebrated fantasy illustrator in American history. This is early Frazetta, before Conan, before Death Dealer, before the paintings that defined a genre. The raw talent is already there. Needless to say, I'm a huge fan of Frazetta, and I happen to own a numbered Frazetta lithograph, so finding any of his early work is always exciting. Harold Head #2, Last Gasp, 1973, Underground Comics. This one is adults only. Rand Holmes was Canada's most celebrated underground cartoonist, considered a peer of Robert Crumb and Gilbert Shelton by people who know this world. Harold Head was his counterculture alter ego. Holmes taught himself to draw by copying Wally Wood and Will Eisner. The EC Comics influence is visible throughout his work. Underground comics are a legitimate collector category. Not for everyone, but the craftsmanship here is real. Jumbo Comics #121, Fiction House, 1949. This is the most worn copy of the run we're pulling today. Jumbo Comics was Fiction House's flagship anthology, published continuously from 1938 to 1953. 167 issues. The lead feature in every single issue was Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. Sheena was the first female comic book character to headline her own title. She predated Wonder Woman by 3 months. Created by Will Eisner and Jerry Iger in 1937. She's been largely forgotten outside collector circles, which is its own kind of injustice. Jumbo Comics 137, 1950. Better condition than 121, Sheena still ruling the jungle. Fiction House was known for what collectors call good girl art. Strong, capable female protagonists in action roles. Sheena wasn't waiting to be rescued, she was doing the rescuing. In 1950, that was genuinely unusual. Jumbo Comics 140. The artists on Jumbo Comics over the years included Jack Kirby doing early work under pseudonyms, Bob Kane before Batman, Matt Baker, one of the first prominent black artists in American comics. The creative talent that passed through Fiction House is genuinely extraordinary. Jumbo Comics 146. The run continues. 5 issues from the final years of Fiction House's run. They folded in 1953. Victims of changing tastes and the early stirrings of the same moral panic that would eventually create the Comics Code. Sheena survived. She's been revived multiple times across multiple publishers. The characters outlasted the company that created her by decades. And Jumbo Comics 150 with a beautiful painted cover. And that's 10. 5 decades of comics history, from Frazetta's early career to underground comics to a jungle queen who predated Wonder Woman. Today, the collection went places. We'll see you in the next one.